Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about 50mm 1.8 lens from Canon. Okay, so before we move on into this video, I would like to highlight that this video is going to be focused more on the video side opposed to photo side. I shoot photos, but like this lens is good for photos. But I'm going to talk about the video side of this lens and how it performed for me. The first thing, when I put this lens onto my camera and I was like, this angle is way too tight. I couldn't shoot. So I bought this lens in the March, but I wasn't using it until 3 or 4 months ago because how tight this lens is. Now I have a 90D, which is an APS-C size sensor body. So when I put this lens, it's going to be an 80mm lens opposed to 50mm lens. It's going to be a lot more tighter shot than people are usually saying. And usually when people talk about 50mm, they are referring to a full frame look opposed to an APS-C size look. But regardless of that, once you get used to this tight angle telephoto lens, you're going to pretty much get a good shot all the time, except for some time. Currently, I'm shooting this video on this lens 50mm 1.8 from Canon. You can see the nice bokeh, and the distance between myself and the background is not much. It's like my hand distance. Like you can see, my hand is pretty much blurred out. The display is right over here. If I can touch it, I swear it's right over here. So the second thing which I want to tell you, that if you're using it in some sort of tracking shot, like someone is running towards the camera or someone is moving in the frame a lot, or let's say you are tracking something, you're pushing in on a subject and the autofocus cannot keep up the speed. The autofocus will start to lose its focus and it's going to maybe hunt sometimes, and sometimes it hunts back and forth. Was hunting, it's like trying to focus on something. Usually it doesn't, but sometimes you can see it doing it. And most of the time when you're pushing in and you're moving in too fast, like this speed is also too fast for it, and you're going to lose focus as soon as you get close to the subject. It's going to slowly rack focus, like it's very slow for tracking. But other than that, like for this shot where the lens is on tripod, I'm sitting right over here, I'm not moving, maybe I'm moving just back and forth. Trying to shoot like let's say a scene where you are just sitting over here reading something, or maybe writing or doing an office shoot or something like that, where there's not much movement. It's damn good, and there's nothing which can compare with this price point. So the second thing about this lens is that there is no image stabilization in this lens. Now why this is a big issue? Because it's a 50mm lens slapped on a 90D, which is an APS-C size sensor body, or any APS-C size body. It's going to be about 80mm. So 80mm on a lens with no image stabilization is going to introduce a lot of camera shake. When you're zoomed in, it's going to be more obvious to notice camera shake. So having no image stabilization sucks. If you're trying to shoot with this lens handheld, if you're shooting slow motion, then maybe you can get away with it with image stabilization. But other than that, if you're shooting 24p, use a gimbal, or I don't know. It's very hard. Now, what is the positive about this lens? Is its 1.8 aperture. Now, what is going to give you? Right now, I'm at 1.8 aperture and it's pretty dark in here, but I'm still able to shoot it. I have a light over here, but to light me up, if I were to turn this off, then here you go. So yeah, you can see the background. It's not too far away from me, but it's still blurred out completely. And I forgot to loop or what? I actually forgot to loop this thing. So some people who want to buy this lens, I would recommend that before buying this lens, zoom in to 55mm and just start shooting with that. Doesn't matter how your video is going to be, like it's going to drop to 5.6. Doesn't matter, just bump the ISO. You are not going to do it on a professional shoot. Just test out, get used to a tight angle lens. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, then make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here. I really need that. Please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, whatever it is. Can I just... I don't know if I'm going to use this or not. I'm just wasting footage right now. Imagine this being a film camera. I will go through so much film. No. I haven't shot film. All I shot it with the digital SLR. First camera was this. We are going to off topic over here. I don't know. Should I go with it? Yeah. If you enjoyed it, I'm not going to use this one. Definitely not going to use this one. And I'll see you in the next one. I was supposed to do a full roll, but my leg got stuck. There's no room to move my leg. I have to literally, there's no room. Trust me. This was the worst outro ever. Should I do a new one? I'm out of focus. Ooh, look at that bokeh.